Okay, welcome to your lesson on the order of sharps and flats. In the previous lesson, we learned about the circle of fifths and how to connect however many sharps and flats are in a key signature with the name of that key signature. For example, no sharps or flats is C major. If you want to flip back real quick to your circle of fifths, you'll see that the key of A major has 3 sharps, the key of B major has 5 sharps, the key that has 4 flats is A flat major, etc. You can use that circle of fifths to connect the name of a key with however many sharps or flats are in it. Now, that's the first step. The next step is knowing the order of sharps and flats. You can't just choose any random sharps or any random flats to put in your key signature. There has to be specific ones. So, that's what this lesson is for. Sharps and flats in a key signature have a specific order that must always be followed. For sharps, it is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. All right? Say that with me. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. All right, if we're going to zoom in real quick over here and have a look at this order of sharps in detail. Now, a few things I want you to notice at the outset. I want you to notice the similarities between what you see in the treble clef and what you see in the bass clef. These are, in fact, the identical key signatures. They're exactly the same. You start on the note F here, start on the note F here, on the F line, depending on which clef you're in. They go in lines of 2, then 3, then 2, 2, 3, 2. If in the rare case you need all 7 sharps, that's exactly how they would look. If you only needed 2 sharps, they would look like this. The F on the top, and then C sharp below. F above, C below. Okay? If you needed 5 sharps, they would look like these. 5, the 2, and then 3. 2, and then 3. Okay? Also notice that they are in the exact same order. F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. F sharp, C sharp, G, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. Okay, that's the exact same order. The clef does not care. It doesn't matter what clef you're in. It's always going to be that whatever your answer is, and they'll start on the F line. Let's move on to flats. Oh, sorry, before we do that, it says to help remember this, you can use the acronym Fat Cats Go Dancing and Elephants Boogie. I don't like this rhyme. Let's not use it. Okay, and I'll show you why in a moment. So scratch it out. We're going to give you another one. We're going to give you something that works a lot better. So we're going to make up your own. Well, you're going to use the one that I give you. In fact, I'm going to do this. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. And the acronym you're going to use is Father Charles goes down and ends battle. All right. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Say it with me. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. One more time. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. All right. And I'll show you why in a moment, why we're using this one. For flats, the order of flats is B, E, A, D, G, C, F, which is exactly the same as sharps, but in reverse order. Let's go back to this little this little rhyme. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. The order of flats is opposite. Read it backwards. Battle ends, and down goes Charles' father. All right. So the great thing about this little rhyme is that it makes sense. It is an actual complete and sensical sentence. Either way, whether you read it frontwards for sharps or backwards for flats. All right. So for sharps, Father Charles goes down and ends battle. The order of flats, battle ends and down goes Charles' father. Let's zoom into our flat key signatures here so you can see what I mean. All right. In the treble clef, we're starting on the B flat, on the B line. So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, F flat. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father. Same thing goes here. On the bass clef, we're starting on the B line. In the bass clef, it happens to be the second line. And you do the same thing. B, E, A, D, G, C, and F. Notice they also look the same. Notice how we're zigzagging. Up, down, up, down, up, down. In the bass clef, up, down, up, down, up, down. The same thing happens in both clefs. Doesn't matter what clef you're in, you're going to write the same answer both ways. All right? So, knowing all that, assuming you're good with that, you should be able to finish the rest of this worksheet. It says circle the incorrectly written key signatures. In other words, what's wrong with these keys? What's wrong with the way it looks or the way it's displayed? Next, write the key signature of 7 sharps in the correct order. Write the key signature of 7 flats in the correct order. Well, you have them up here, of course, so that should be easy. Write the key signatures of B flat major, A major, F major, and E flat major. If you know your circle of fifths, you can find where those key signatures are. It'll tell you how many flats or sharps you need, and then this technique up top shows you how to actually write that many sharps or flats. And then finally, you're going to complete this top half of the circle of fifths diagram below, drawing the key signatures attached to the circles. Right? So again, you've got C major in the middle, which has an empty key signature. You're going to go up a perfect fifth to get to the next key with 1 sharp, up a perfect fifth to get to the 2 sharps, up a perfect fifth to get to 3 sharps, down a perfect fifth to get to the first key signature with flats. It has 1 flat here. You'll have 2 flats in this key signature, down a perfect fifth again, and down a perfect fifth to get 3 flats in that key signature. So we're starting to put together a few pieces of information. You've got your circle of fifths, which you're going to make use of. You know now the order of sharps and the order of flats, so you can display those sharps and flats properly on the staff. Go to it. Have a look at this worksheet, fill it out, and we'll take it up in class. See you in the next lesson.